Welcome back, fans of all things Disney. Today is day 2 of subscriber Bonanza for us. Our goal is to try to hit 200 subscribers by the end of our little giveaway or contest here. And today is day 2 of that. Yesterday was actually quite fruitful. We ended up with a total of 125 subscribers, which I know doesn't seem like an awful lot for those of you that have over 1,000 or more, obviously. But 125 was a really good mark for us to hit, and I was very pleased with that. I'd certainly like to keep that going, though. So today is day 2. If you are interested in joining the little giveaway that we are doing, there's just a couple little things that you have to do. Please, number 1, make sure that you've liked the video. But then number 2, if you are not already a subscriber to the channel, if you could please just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Again, we're trying to get more and more subscribers to the channel, so we would certainly appreciate your support. If you are already a subscriber, you will automatically be entered into the drawing. You get 1 entry if you're a subscriber. If you are a new subscriber, somebody that is just now subscribing for this little period of 7 days where we're trying to up our subscribership, then you're going to get 3 entries just for being a new subscriber. And then for every comment, or I'm sorry, for every video in Subscriber Bonanza that you comment on, you can get up to, you'll get 1 additional entry. So if there's going to be 1 video for the 7 days of Subscriber Bonanza, you can have 1 entry for each one of those, so that'll give you an additional 7 entries into the drawing. So what exactly is it that we're going to be drawing at the end of it then? We used to do a little bit of a subscription box business, but I've gone ahead and I've just shut that down because now we've moved into personal shopping. It does seem to be what most people are interested in, is just giving us their exact wants and wishes, and then we go shopping for them, as opposed to wondering what you're going to get in the mail. But the gift for this little giveaway is going to be a mystery box of your wants and wishes. So whoever the lucky person is whose name gets drawn will contact you. You'll let us know what are some things that you're really interested in, and we'll just go shopping and find several items for you that hopefully you will enjoy and be able to put to great use. So please consider subscribing and definitely enter into our drawing so that maybe you could be the winner. So day 2's video, yesterday, as I said in the video yesterday, we went and did our shopping for the personal shopping that we're doing, and it was great. We found a lot of wonderful things. With the exception of the Christmas merchandise, I was able to really kind of mark off a whole bunch of stuff that was on the list. So in order to treat myself for a job well done, getting up early, getting to be first in line at the Vineland outlets, literally first in line by the doors, I was very proud of myself for that. I decided I wanted to go over to Disney Springs and to have a nice lunch. I'd started kind of craving poutine early in the morning, and I love the traditional poutine that they have there at that poutine shop right next to World Disney. So that's where I headed when I first got there. But the first thing that I will share with you for my little trip to Disney Springs is actually the best part of the entire trip to Disney Springs. There were a lot of great parts, but this piece was awesome. Absolutely awesome. In addition to having lunch, I decided I wanted to check out some of the new merchandise. And I stumbled across, in the co-op, there's that little shop, and I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of it. I never look up at it. There is that little shop that has like dinnerware items, so things that you might find on your kitchen table or in your dining room, plates and your flatware and things like that. Well, there is a new pattern, a new line, a new design of outdoor eatingware that they just came out with. As far as I'm aware, they just came out with this, what the cast member had said, and I have fallen madly in love with this design. It is so beautiful. Well, maybe not beautiful, but it's so enjoyable, and it just makes me smile. Thus, the reason for the Mickey ice cream bar ears, because this entire pattern is all about Disney snack foods. Mickey-shaped pretzels, pepperoni pizza where the pepperoni looks like little Mickey icon heads, Dole Whip. you know, the whole design is set up that way. It's so much better than the design that they had last year, and I can tell you I'm already going to grab several items the next time that I go back. I wasn't really planning with the great flood here of 2019 and the insurance deductible and all that to spend any money on this trip, so I've refrained, but I can already tell you I'm going to be coming home with a few of those items. So if you, like I had said, we do personal shopping. So if you also just want to get your hands on something and you can't get it off of the Shop Disney Parks app and you want me to stop and pick it up, I certainly don't mind, because it might kind of give me an excuse to go and grab something myself from that collection. So absolutely love it. I'm certainly going to make sure that we have quite a few of those pieces in our own home. So now that I've shared the best part, the best thing that I found when we were there, I'm just going to back it up a little bit and kind of walk you through the rest of my visit to Disney Springs. Started off at the poutine shop for the traditional poutine, like I had said. And if you've never tried poutine, if you like French fries, gravy, and cheese curds, even if you've never had them together, and even if it sounds absolutely gross, try it once, because you'll probably love it. It was something I never thought that I would enjoy, and I really do like it. It's one of my go-to lunches now if I happen to be at Disney Springs. So got my lunch, and I love to sit by water when I'm trying to relax and just decompress. So I grabbed my lunch, I took the little 1.5-minute walk from the poutine shop over to the bridge seating area, the bridge that connects where World of Disney kind of is and where the Rainforest Cafe is. And there were several tables that were free. Nobody was sitting at them. I just found an empty one, sat right down, had a beautiful view of the water and of Saratoga Springs, which is our home resort. Just sat there and started sending, you know, some emails to my personal shopping customers, letting them know the things I was able to find, the things I was not able to find. Played a couple games of Candy Crush, you know, just, you know, made a couple of phone calls, just sat and really enjoyed the experience, like just being there. I've often joked with my friend that one of these days I'm going to bring a whole stack of papers and just grade them at Disney Springs or in one of the parks, because I can't explain it. I feel very relaxed and calm there, and for a lot of people, being around that number of people and all that kind of stresses them out. For me, the things that they put into place to be aesthetically pleasing work for me. They absolutely work for me, whether it's the music, whether it's the sights, the smells, whatever it might happen to be, definitely works for me, because I just enjoy sitting there and enjoying my day. So ate my lunch, had my rest, sent my emails, things like that, did my people watching. It was great. Got up and decided first place I was going to walk over to was Goofy's Candy Co. I love, love, love going into that shop where they're making the candy apples and they're making the Rice Krispie treats and designing them and all of that. And I just like looking at the artistry that goes into all of those different items. And it brings back memories from some of the different trips that I've had with my children, with my husband. You know, the time that he surprised me with the best Rice Krispie treat ever, just because he knew that I was stressing over something and he wanted me to, you know, have a smile on my face. So every time I walk in there, those are the things that I think about and I remember. But there's also one other thing that I have to check out every single time I'm in there, and those are the giant, giant Rice Krispie cakes that they have. I have made my husband promise me that I'm going to get a Rice Krispie Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse cake for my birthday this year. It's something I have always wanted. The first year that I had a birthday here in Florida as a Floridian, and he has promised me that I'm going to end up with that birthday cake. It's a Rice Krispie cake. So, and I'm just looking so forward to it, because they're just adorable. And yes, super expensive and ridiculous and whatever. I've been looking forward to one. So I cannot wait until April so that I can get my birthday Rice Krispie cake. Then after Goofy's Candy Co., I decided I would go into the Disney Christmas store that they have there. And they had a few new things, nothing Nothing really crazy as far as new items, as you would imagine. It's just after Christmas. But two of the sets that I found, one was, it's a Small World set, and that's so pretty. It's just really, really striking with the details and the intricate details that they have in the ornaments themselves. But I think out of the two sets, the second one, the one that was all kind of the different classic Mickey figurines, would be the one that I would probably want if I was going to be getting one. I liked the fact that it was just different versions of Mickey kind of throughout the years. So I think that would be the one that I would pick out of the two, even though they're both really fantastic and adorable. And then after that, I decided I would hit well, I went into pin traders, and of course I did some pin trading. So I'm going to do a separate video on all the different pins that I found when I was at Disney Springs yesterday. But I went into the co-op, and the co-op is fantastic. It's where I found that great dish set that I was telling you about. But I started off going through the gallery, and I love some of the artwork that they have there. It's just so, so beautiful. And it'll be a very rare piece that I find that I will pay full price for. I think normally the prints are like $40. It'll be pretty rare that I'm going to part with $40 for a piece of artwork or print, right? But the one that I would absolutely part with my money for is the one from Up, where you have, and I just can't remember the names right now, but you have the older gentleman, and you have his wife who had passed away before the movie had even started, and they're just kind of holding on to the balloons, and they're in the shape of a heart, and it's just so beautiful. And I've looked at it for well over a year now, and every time I see it, I just want to buy it. And I'm wondering if maybe for our anniversary this year, maybe my husband will treat me to that print, but it's so pretty. And then of course anything Stitch, you know, I would be all for some of those scenes from Lilo and Stitch, especially when he's holding the Ugly Duckly book, or when he's got the frog in his arms. You know, they're just cute to me. So anything like that. So after that, I went into the dress shop, which, oh my word, if you have never been into the dress shop at the co-op and you appreciate beautiful, well-made, classic dresses and design of dresses, just walk through, right? Just take a quick walk through it, because the pieces are stunning, absolutely stunning. They're very expensive, and the purses are amazing. They have all the Dooney and Burks in there as well, and I'm a huge Dooney and Burke fan, and they had all these great designs of Dooney and Burks. But just to see how they pair the dress and the like the smaller purses or the character purses along with the Dooney and Burks, and I love the artistry that goes into staging the gallery. I mean, it's a gallery of dresses as far as I'm concerned, because it's not set up as your typical retail shop. It is definitely boutique style. So if you think that that might be something you'd be interested in and you've never done it, just take a quick walk through. It's an experience in and of itself. And then, you know, following everything in the co-op, including probably the good half hour I stopped and spent looking at that dish set, I hit World of Disney for more pin trading. And of course I found, you know, Stitch beach towel and Stitch water bottles, and just so many fun things that they had out. Lots of new stuff that was around, but those were the highlights for me anyway. So overall, my day at Disney Springs was really quite fun. And even though it's not a day, it was like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours I was there, including the pin trading. But it was a fun way for me to end the day. So thank you for coming along with my little recap of my day at Disney Springs. If you are interested in personal shopping, just send me a quick email. I'll put all the information in the description box below. And if you are interested in joining our giveaway, please make sure that you follow those steps, right? Become a subscriber, make sure that you leave us a comment, just kind of come along on this YouTube journey with us, and we would be ever so appreciative if you would consider doing that. So until the next time, stay blessed, and bye-bye.